Hey everybody, Brock Frady here, helping you enjoy your ride. I'm coming to you today from GAA Classic Cars in beautiful Greensboro, North Carolina. And in today's video, we're going to take a close look at a 2017 Acura NSX. This thing has over $25,000 worth of carbon fiber upgrades, and I cannot wait to show you inside, outside. We're going to talk about the specs and what an unbelievable vehicle this is. Let's take a look. Now this vehicle has a MSRP of over $200,000. You can take a look down here, right there, $201,200. And on the far right side of the spec sheet there, you can see $10,000 in brakes, ceramic rotors and calipers, $9,000 exterior package, $6,000 carbon fiber roof, and carbon fiber engine covers, $3,600. You can see that's the roof part that's carbon fiber. And then there's a carbon fiber deck lid, carbon ceramic brakes. And of course they're drilled and they're ventilated and they are massive. And it's sitting on 235/35 ZR19 Continental tires. Good gosh, 305/30 ZR20 in the back. You can see the red on the inside, red leather, and then you've got this black Alcantara with a regular black leather there on top. Looks like you've got a black piano trim right there with some brushed aluminum accents all coming together to make that door. As you can tell, this thing is brand new. The seat coverings are still even on it from transport. But you can see there the red leather and red and black, or red on the outside, black Alcantara on the inside to match the door. There's a button here, and that pops the back open to reveal a tiny trunk and the engine, the heart of the beast. This is number 468, precision crafted by Performance Manufacturing Center. Looks like you've got oil here, radiator fill here. Of course, there in the back, under that big cover in the back that we just looked at, is the main engine, the 3.5 liter V6. And right up here are your front electric motors. You can see that you've got big cooling fans. They're located down there. All kinds of things to keep the electric motors nice and cool. And you can tell that's what these are because you got a great big orange cover there on that big cord, power cord. It's kind of weird to pop the hood, the front hood of a vehicle, and to see what looks like what would be an engine, and then also to see an engine back here. I love how the back of this thing looks. I love this thing from every angle, but it looks like a true supercar. It's awesome. You can see the air diffusers down there at the very bottom. Looks like we got parking sensors down here all along the back. Take a look at that exhaust. This is such a special car. The paint, it has more of a like a oyster look to it as far as the shade. Of course, it's like a pearlized white, but it's almost got a little bit of a grayish tint to it as well. God, it's so beautiful. Carbon ceramic brakes. Air intake right there. There's a radiator. This thing needs lots of cooling. God, that is big too. How far out that mirror comes. I guess you need to get that far out because of how slingshot all that is. And your position in the driver's seat is going to be such you're going to need it to be far out there. The door handle is pretty cool. You just take this whole thing and you've got a little grip back behind here and you just pull it. You can see that the owner prefers to have everything all covered up. Can't say that I blame him. I do want to show you these seats though. There's that red leather here. You've got a perforated red leather here, and then the Alcantara with the contrast stitching there in the middle. The power seats are extremely simple. Adjustable lumbar, forward and back, the back of the seat. That's just about it. Park assist, traction control. Even down here is a soft Alcantara with a leather dash, carbon fiber touches on the top of the dash. And everything is basically just like a regular Acura as far as the signals and the light switches are concerned. The wipers, all exactly the same. No need to change anything. Voice command controls on the left side of the steering wheel. Cruise control and information on the right side of the steering wheel. That steering wheel kind of reminds me of a Ferrari right there, except it doesn't have lights there. Paddle shifters, you can upshift on the right, downshift on the left. Leather steering wheel on the far left and the right, and then carbon fiber right there in the middle. Pretty good looking. Of course, the leather that matches the seats on the doors there. Again, you have that's almost like a suede rather than an Alcantara. And then your switches here for your power doors, power windows, and your door handle there. I'm sorry about all the covering. I just want to respect the owner. That's always a top priority. Getting inside was a little bit of a challenge. The seats are just so tight and race inspired, but I'm in. And here's the key. And it's just a regular Acura key, it appears. And so I'm not going to start it, but I am going to push the dash button twice in order to light everything up. So you can see where it says over here on the left, assist and charge. That gives you an idea in real time when you are driving it, what kind of assistance you're getting from the 3 electric motors, or if you're coasting or braking, you're charging it using regenerative braking. And so here is your big dial for your dynamic mode that changes the driving habits of the car. And so I'm going to turn that and you'll see the change happen on the dash. There's quiet. And so it gives you an idea in relative to what, like a graph, what the powertrain is going to be like, the all-wheel drive, VSA, suspension, steering, kind of what those are going to be like in various modes. So I'm going to turn it right. There's Sport, Sport Plus. Check this out. See the light inside of there? It wants to go. I wish I could drive you. This thing only has 5 miles on it. Take the dial here, and I'm going to roll this dial, and we're going to see the information change there. Then right here in the middle, you have your whole infotainment system, and at the top of the left, going all the way down, I like how it's just one side of that screen. There's not two sides to pick from, just one, kind of centrally located. And then there's your home button, and everything is there. And just like a lot of cars nowadays, you've got all kinds of things that are internet based and widgets and all that cool stuff. I can honestly say it's the first time I've seen a calculator in a car. That's pretty cool. We can hit the back arrow and back again. Then let's go settings. And so this is where you're going to kind of customize everything to work exactly the way you want it to work. And notice that the touch screen is perfectly sensitive, and it's also accurate. There's not a lot of jumping around or second guessing where I am. That's pretty nice. Dynamic guideline, that'll help you back into spaces, kind of help you line up with parking spaces. This, of course, is just how you make specific changes to specific settings. It's pretty neat how big those pictures are. I like that. Nice and easy. You know, if you think about it, when you hit navigation, and that's a really big picture, and the fact that you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words total in that one selection screen, that's really smart. It's just like, where do you want to go? You want to look at the map? Do you want to use navigation via apps? Or do you want to change the settings around? I like that. And I like that because it makes it easier to touch a specific thing that you want to touch. But it also makes it, in my opinion, increase your safety because there's no second guessing what's going to be on this screen, and you can do it quickly. Good looking 3D map. And I like how there's actually an icon of the NSX right there. It's not just some standard car icon. Now, one thing that I have heard is kind of clunky, kind of a disadvantage, is the volume button here, or the volume panel. You know, increase, decrease your volume. A lot of people or everyone is basically just used to a dial, and that I've heard that can be kind of a frustrating thing. But remember, you do have a volume button here as well. It's pretty neat how you can take this and you can go up and down for volume, but then you can also go left and right. I've never seen a dial that you can actually push left and right. Climate system, very, very easy. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically 9 buttons to your climate system. That is great. When you press auto, it's automatically going to set the temperature of the cabin to 70 degrees. You work it like the central air in your house. So as long as auto is on, it's going to keep the cabin temperature set where that readout is. Then you have your heated seat control. Look at that. Easy little button. 1, 2, 3. Multi-level. Park is here. Reverse, neutral, drive, and manual. Easy. And then your brake is right here. And it's actually, this is, you know, just a toggle to where you can apply the brake.